Welcome to Stoneship Radio, a podcast where we explore the world from the pages of history to current events and the mysteries of the past. Climb aboard for Stoneship Radio. All right, hey everybody, this is Stoneship Radio. That's my podcast name, by the way.
Stoneship, I like it.
It's like you're on a ship, but it's made of stone.
It's gonna sink though.
It's probably gonna sink because it's a stone ship. Today we're gonna be interviewing AlChestBreach.
Hey,
He's an internet superstar.
I play concerts
He plays concerts.
on YouTube
For
for YouTube. Yeah, we play a lot of Katy Perry.
he plays
It's really good.
He plays Katy Perry.
It's
for a
all
living.
rip music.
Yeah, it's on a RIP CD.
I'm Tim McVan Flanagan.
Tip McVan.
Tim McVan Flanagan here. My co-host is not here at the moment because she doesn't know what Fallout is. So
So we have a specialist who's here with us
Well,
today.
no, I'm just Patrick.
We have one of the lead designers of Fallout.
we have a
No.
specialist. We're just gonna call him
The
specialist.
I don't know how
the
to.
specialist. You murder people.
The specialist. That's his
Okay.
name. He will be called the specialist.
Why am I the specialist?
I'm sorry, that's your name.
All right.
So we got Tim McVan Flanagan, AlChestBreach, and the specialist here. We also
Am I
have
a
Molly.
Special person.
Molly's the dog.
Molly's the dog.
So that's why Molly's not
She
talking.
might explode at any moment.
God, explosive diarrhea on your lap.
She might just start barking and go crazy. It's a possibility. I got a lot of questions for Albert here.
Okay.
Don't read them.
Can the specialist answer?
The specialist can answer too, because he's very
I'll
special.
do what I
The
can.
specialist.
He'll do what he can.
I'll be as special as I can be.
Nice.
Molly's looking at us like, "Are you kidding me?"
Don't worry, Molly. You don't know about Fallout.
She's like, "I just want to know about Fallout." And the second half of the program, that's what it is. It's a program. We're gonna be talking about Bigfoot because
Fuck yeah.
why not? Those two subjects go hand in hand, I think.
Yeah.
So, first question we have: thoughts on Fallout 4 so far?
Okay.
Those are your thoughts on Fallout 4.
Oh, okay.
You're the one that plays Fallout for a living.
All right.
Okay,
Nobody-
that's his thoughts.
It's okay.
It's okay.
That's all he
It's
has.
okay.
He's like, it's a solid 7.2 out of 10.
I like it. I mean, I played through it 2 times. I'm on my 3rd playthrough now.
Oh my god.
I like the story. The endings were a little bit meh, to be completely honest. I thought it was going to be...
By the way, you're a little loud.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm
Shut the
sorry.
fuck up. Well, it's just that when I'm going through, I'm going to be the quietest person.
Yeah.
So you should...
Well,
You don't have to worry about being that loud.
Okay,
is
all
what
right.
I'm saying.
Well, I think if I'll just lean back then. I'll get
I'll
comfortable.
just leave then.
I'll leave. No, I like it. The endings were a little just short. I felt like they didn't say like, "Oh, you helped this faction and this is what they did." It's just like, I'm over my son. I got over my son. I'm over Sean. I'm done with that shit. And I don't give a shit about the wasteland.
You just get over your son?
Yeah, so like
Well, I don't want spoilers.
yeah, I don't want
but-
to do any spoilers. So I
Yeah.
mean,
I haven't actually beat it yet.
And the dialogue at first, I don't mind that it's a voiced protagonist. Like I don't care about that because there's some good lines, but I mean, a lot of the dialogue, it doesn't really matter what you say. Like you can say yes, you can say no, but it usually always ends in the same place. Previous
Yeah.
Fallouts, it would kind of go in different directions, but it's harder because then they have to record so many different lines for the protagonist, and I don't know.
It's sort of the problem Mass Effect had,
Mhm.
except Mass Effect really had it in 2. Whereas, the first... Have you played Mass Effect?
Yeah, I played
assume.
them all, yeah.
Yeah, we had a Mass Effect moment
where I was crying at the end of 3, and
I remember that.
You had to console me.
I remember I told you, I was like, "You're not gonna like it,"
Like,
and then I went to sleep, and I woke up, and you were like, "It's horrible. Why did they do that?"
I think I remember too telling him. I said this isn't good. Don't.
Yeah, I woke up
get ready
and
for
you
it.
came down and you were dressed all in black, and you're like, "It's not good. We have a funeral to go to today." I was like, "Did you kill someone again?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Well, I remember watching the end on. Before I even played it, I just watched. I was like, "Oh, whatever. I'll just see a little bit." This and I think it was like I didn't even think that was really the end. I thought
like fake,
I thought it was like it was fake or something.
You thought they were joking because it was so stupid.
And then we listened. I remember we listened to that song that the one guy had made on YouTube. Like, they call me Commander Shepard.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It didn't help. It didn't help the pain.
'Cause I'll always be by your side.
Uh-oh.
Someone's BlackBerry's going off.
I don't have a BlackBerry.
Whose phone is that?
It's mine.
Should I get it?
I don't know. It's probably Nick. Pick it up.
Did you want to play Super Smash?
Yeah, he wanted to play Super Smash.
You just turn him down?
Literally every single time
You're doing something.
I do a podcast, John calls me. The first time he was actually in the podcast, and he
accidentally called.
and he still called me. And he was like, "Hey, I just want to talk." I'm like, "We're in the middle of a podcast, John." And he was
Can
like,
we do it afterwards? Or is it gonna be too late?
The podcast is going to go on for 8 hours.
"Yeah, this we got a marathon."
I just realized it's only 4:50. It feels so late.
Yeah, it feels like
you
it's.
should tell him
10
like
o'clock. I told him I really wanted him in it because he's actually played a lot of Fallout, but he was like, I'd rather just.
You can record. I mean, I'll be here. We can do a part 2 if you want.
That's fine. I'll do as many parts. I'll milk you as much as I can.
Because at the same time,
Are you Milky?
I'm gonna
milk.
Milky. I'll milk you as much as possible.
My name's Milky. You guys are getting
Milky.
free milk the whole weekend. So
Oh, thank God.
it's a little sweet.
I just want to steal as many potential
Milk.
fans
like
from
Mountain Dew.
AlChestBreach
Do it.
into
Mountain Dew,
my
Dr. Pepper?
podcast.
What?
Is it like Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper?
A little bit, yeah.
Or Coca-Cola? Was that Coca-Cola was the one you always drank, wasn't it?
Coca-Cola, yeah. Coca-Cola I drank a lot. I drink a lot. Coca-Cola. I like Coca-Cola.
I love Coca-Cola, I drink a lot.
I like it a lot. I always, whenever I see the word claw hammer, I think of you.
Oh yeah, Patrick.
He's got the claw hammer.
Or the specialist. Sorry, I'll cut that out.
No,
you have to be known
It's
as
gonna
the
take you like 8
specialist.
hours every time we say his name.
No, you can call. You can have my
All
name,
right, fine.
Patrick.
You'll be
It's
Pat.
fine.
I've referred to you before in podcasts as our only audience. So,
Oh, God.
Just in the background
so now we have,
clapping.
so now we have no audience because he's actually joined the show.
Nice.
So
So if you're
This is
listening,
bad.
you can come on the show.
Anybody.
yeah, hold on. We're gonna take some calls. I told John. I said, call me during the podcast one day and just give this long rant. Be like, yeah, I love the show. I've been listening for a while, even though it's like the first episode. You'd be like, yeah, I was changing my baby, and you know, I was just working, and I was thinking to myself, I don't know why he was doing both.
I was changing my baby at work.
At work, I was changing my baby at work, and I was sitting there on my desk, and I was just thinking about life, and I came to the conclusion all of a sudden I realized that jet fuel can't melt steel. And then he was just going to scream, 9/11 was an inside job.
And you're like, well, that's today's Bigfoot episode.
I'm like, well, I guess we got a caller here.
Got a caller here.
Has a different opinion than me.
So yeah, Fallout 4, I mean, I liked it. They did dumb down the dialogue, and I mean the perks. At first, the thing is, I didn't look at it like any, because they had a lot of like this is how the perk's gonna work, and I don't want to spoil anything, so I didn't look at anything. So when I first got the game, I was like, where you pick a perk when you level up. I was like, all right, like I didn't know what the perk system was. I'm okay with it.
I didn't actually know I could go down.
You thought you had to like upgrade everything.
Yeah, I thought I'd
first.
upgrade everything, go down to go down, and apparently that's not the case.
I do miss there's only 1 or 2 missions that have like science checks and stuff. I do miss like the science checks and all that.
Oh, I had to burp.
But Obsidian did a lot of those. So like, hopefully if Obsidian makes one on the Fallout 4 engine, whatever it is.
I was excited that they actually had the faction system, that they brought that back from New Vegas.
Yeah, well, the point of Obsidian is...
This is the specialist talking.
The point of Obsidian is that Bethesda makes a Fallout, and then Obsidian makes a better one right afterwards.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll be what happens.
Yeah.
The combat's a lot better, though. I will say that much. I do like that VATS, when you go into it, it's slowed down. Like, that way it's not just like, all right, I'm God.
Yeah, I thought that made sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm never really in a moment where it's like if you're completely surrounded and you're like trying to get VATS to save you, you shouldn't be in that position.
Yeah.
You just shouldn't be there. All right, we're gonna go deep into AlChestBreach's past now.
Diving deep.
We're diving deep into the psyche. When did you first play Fallout 3? And how magical was it?
How magical. It was the most magical thing ever.
It's the most magical moment of your life.
I think it was sophomore year of college, so it was like 2011 or 12, and I hadn't gotten an Xbox. I got an Xbox 360 that year, and I don't know how I heard of Fallout, but I think I bought it on a whim because someone told me about it, and I was like, that sounds pretty cool. And then, like, I would just play it nonstop.
Wasn't it? It was
on
like 2009 or
2008, I think it was.
Well, no, the game came out in 2008, but I don't know when you first.
Well, I remember I got the Xbox sophomore year of college because I remember you weren't the specialist wasn't living with us, or maybe it was junior. You know what?
Why did you?
It was a junior year, so it was probably 2008, 2009. It was probably 2009. I got it.
Why did you have a specialist living with you?
Because we needed some things done. We need some people taken care of.
Needed things.
And specialist was the one.
He was the one.
And then like I was obsessed with mods. Like, 'cause I found out about mods after I graduated, and my one friend told me about it. And I'd go home and look at them and like talk to him at work, and he'd be like, "Chill out, dude. Calm down." I'd be like, no, they're amazing, and I'm gonna get a computer. And
he'd be like, I'm trying to work.
Yeah,
I'm trying to support my family.
Come on, man.
And you're
Stop
like
talking about this.
You're like, no, there's mods.
They're amazing.
Like, calm down. Stop burning things.
So, hold on. I'm hearing a weird noise. Oh wait, it's just the voices in my head. All right. So, what were your thoughts on the mods debacle? If you know what I'm talking about.
I know what the paid mods.
Yeah, was that just Skyrim? I think it was just Skyrim.
Just Skyrim, but I
it was like right after I got Skyrim just to play mods. They're like, how about you pay for them? And I was like, thanks.
The thing is, Bethesda was going to try, they were going to try to see how it worked, and just about everyone was against it. And a lot of modders I knew were against it as well. And I mean, I can understand why they would do it from a business perspective, and a lot of the arguments were that it would get, better mods because the modders are getting paid, but I don't know. I feel a free system is probably better just because people do it for the love of the craft and not just because they want to get paid. And a lot of the sites now, especially Nexus, when you download a mod author can say like, oh, do you want to donate to me? And you can do that. So they tried it. It backfired. I don't know if they're going to try it again, but I mean, if it worked or if it got a medium reception, they probably would have kept it for Fallout 4. And I think I can understand why they did it, but I don't exactly agree with it. So I don't know. We'll see in the future.
Were you out there picketing Bethesda?
No, I wasn't picketing Bethesda at all.
All right. I believe you.
Maybe Valve. Because Valve agreed, but regardless, I got over it quick. So whatever.
The specialist has left us.
He's putting on bulletproof.
I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe without the specialist here.
I'm here. I'm just.
All right, everybody's here.
Getting ready.
He's getting ready. He's
getting ready for the Sasquatch.
He's checking the windows. He's putting on a bulletproof vest. He's keeping us safe. Really, he's doing his job. So, have you played? I guess you've answered this. You haven't played any of the previous Fallouts before. I know you played some on like Miscellaneous Monday.
I've played one. I think I've played because I bought the pack. They're like in a pack, and I bought it.
A snack pack.
Yeah, snack pack. It comes with a little candy bar. You eat it and play the games. But I'm just not good at those. A lot of people say they're easy, but like, have you ever played them?
No, I watched you play him and
Fucking
said
difficult.
I said this looks.
Shit kicked at you by rats.
I looked at it and said this looks hard as shit.
Yeah, like, and I cheated. I played. I didn't record it. I played offline, and there's like a cheat. You put your luck up to 10. You go to casino, and like you get infinite money. And then I bought like power armor. Actually, I don't think I ever got power armor, but I got like the combat armor. And then you get fucking murdered. Like, I don't understand. I mean, at the same time, those games are like every game. The older the game, I guess, the harder it is.
97 they came out? I don't know.
Probably.
If it's wrong,
it's a definite 90s game.
Yeah.
There's like a curve, like Pong. Like it's like, oh, and then like 80s, 90s, like it's just like a big hump where everything's fucking hard as shit.
I think, well, a lot of the 90s, I think it was the 80s that were really hard. I think the 90s started to get a little easier.
80s had a lot of arcade, because that way you lose and you have to put in more tokens.
Towards the end of the 90s, things got easier, I think.
And now they're like, things are getting way too easy though now.
Yeah, and everything's pay to win now. Actually, I don't know if that's true.
Oh, I mean, because like, I just bought Just Cause 3, and they're like, Just Cause 2, like, you'd have to buy power-ups and stuff, and Just Cause 3, like, you have infinite C4 and stuff, so, like, I don't know.
I bought The Witcher, and I tried to mail money in, because I said I want to pay to win, but they didn't accept my money.
It.
Yeah, they didn't have any of that.
You don't get any Gwent cards.
Where were you? No. What were you saying, Specialist?
I was just gonna say that I really liked Just Cause 2, and I haven't played 3 yet.
God,
but I think actually there's oh gosh. I think 2 was a little more difficult than 1 in some ways, like because the combat in 1 was weird because you were basically invincible, and then in 2 they toned it down and you were a little more vulnerable when you fought. But I don't know.
I definitely die in the third one. Like, you definitely get killed. It's easy to get killed. So like you're not a god, but at the same time, I don't know. I think there are actually mods. People were saying like there's mods, like a realism mod. So yeah, maybe I'll try that out.
All right. Since we've answered the previous Fallout games, have you played any previous Elder Scrolls games before Skyrim? And Molly's getting up and she's looking for water. Quick, Bill, get her the water.
What water?
I guess that water.
The glass?
I'll go get it.
Oh, the specialist will handle this. She has to drink water in front of the computer and get it all over the computer. It's like the least efficient system anyone's ever come up with. Of course, I didn't come up with it.
Wait, she's just gonna drink it?
She's gonna drink it out. You watch this. Patrick, you gotta block it. You gotta block the water with Specialist. Come on. Watch this.
I'm just gonna leave this in.
I can hear it. She's drinking at this moment. It's her favorite watering hole. Hear that water? It's wonderful. The Specialist is making sure the water doesn't get on my computer. God damn. How much does she have to drink? Does she have water over there?
Not really.
Oh, well, make sure she's got water.
She's got water now.
Just leave this all in there.
I'm not gonna cut it. God damn.
I'm sorry, Molly. I wasn't laughing at you.
She's looking at you.
Like, what are you laughing?
She's like, "Are you kidding me with this bullshit nonsense?"
Serious?
She's trying to get into the podcast. What do you want? Want to lay down? Want to scoodle? You looking to scoodle?
Looking to scoodle that noodle?
She's like, I'm looking for a job. She's like, please. All right, hold on. I don't know. We gotta just put blankets on her and hope something happens here. All right. What was I asking you? It was about
have I ever played any of the previous Elder Scrolls games?
Elder Scrolls. Yes.
I played Morrowind when I was little.
How little?
Maybe I don't know when it came out. Maybe let's say
2002. It came out.
2002.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Were you not that little?
Maybe 9 or 10. I feel it had to have been earlier.
What do you mean 9 or 10?
I don't know.
Oh, you were 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Even 2009 or 10.
No, well, I guess I was 9 or 10.
9 or 10 AD.
Yeah. But like, I've never. I think I tried to replay Morrowind, but I don't know. What was the first one you played? Did you ever play Morrowind?
I played Oblivion, and then I got Morrowind, and then Oblivion was tough, and then I gave up on them, and then just in like 2014, I bought all 3 of them and went all out. Morrowind was hard as shit in the beginning. It was sort of like what you said, the rats just kill you.
I just didn't know what the fuck to do.
That's a big problem with Morrowind.
And I was just like...
Especially when you're a little
yeah,
loud.
I was like 9, and like it's all this text, which is not a bad thing because because people who like the lore and stuff, like,
there's
awesome.
Definitely a lot of lore in there.
There's so much Elder Scrolls lore. It's like crazy. So yeah, I did Morrowind. I skipped Oblivion. And then I did Skyrim because I didn't have whatever Xbox that Oblivion was on. 360, I guess, or I got it late or something.
I really liked Morrowind, and Oblivion, and I love Elder Scrolls. It's my favorite.
Morrowind I would like find caves, and I'd be like, "This is my cave," and I'd put shit in the cave. Plus, there's the only fast travel in Morrowind is those big flying like snail.
Yeah,
things.
the Silt Striders.
That
was the thing with Morrowind. Nothing disappeared ever.
Which is pretty cool.
Which is pretty nice. But yeah, the text, I really like the area, the volcanic area, the different island things. What was I going to say about it?
Just that you like them?
I love them.
You enjoy?
I enjoy it.
Did you ever watch like the speed runs where the guys beat it in like 10 minutes and they like...
Yeah, they like do some weird flying spell.
Yeah.
Like they jump backwards and like they do like a backwards butt pound.
And the final boss is like, I'm a god, and like they kill him in one shot and he's like, oh.
Yeah. It was, I don't know. I'm starting to, I kind of like Morrowind. Not the best, but I liked it more because it was one of those games where you were shit in the beginning, but then when you level up, it actually felt like you were becoming more powerful. Mm-hmm. Whereas Oblivion, like, totally screwed up level scaling. It was a great game, but the level scaling would be like everything would get easier, and then it would start to get harder again, and everybody would just have like this ridiculously tough armor.
I remember when I was playing Oblivion. Like the first time I played it was amazing, and I loved it, and the world was great, and I just wandered around and like looked at everything, and it was so, everything was nice and great looking. And then when I actually started to play the game, I just got really like I just wasn't that interested in it.
It's still like I think one of my favorite settings, just because I like the forest, the mountains. It's got a lot of niceties. And you're gonna play it before you leave.
I'm gonna play it. All right, I can do that.
We're not going to we have him locked in here, by the way. He's not allowed to leave. That's the specialist's job. So, what else do we got here? Are all your comments random?
I don't know what that one means.
I guess so. Like,
wait, my comments or the people who comment on my videos?
No, your comments.
Are my comments?
Do you ever like think of a joke and like put it in? So I would assume.
I think he means like, do you like write a script before like?
I guess, yeah.
Oh, so you do write a script?
No, I don't write a script.
Yeah.
No, everything's on the fly.
You can kind of tell when there's songs like about you and Ian going on an adventure in Fallout 1, which is my favorite song.
I have no idea. I don't remember that one at all.
It was it was the best.
But yeah, no, everything's just on the fly.
And yeah, it'd be kind of hard, I would think, to write a script for that.
Yeah, to go back and like. I mean, if I play something, like, I know that sometimes, like, I'll record something and it won't be funny. This only happened, like, 2 or 3 times, and then, like, I re-record it, and then I'll be like, all right, like, so I know this is going to happen, so, like, last time that this happened, I could say this about that, but besides that, I mean, I'm just free for all.
I wonder what the unfunny thing was.
It's usually...
He was like, God, I hate the Jews.
No, sometimes, like, I'll be tired, maybe, or, like, it just won't feel right, and, like, I'll get off on the wrong foot or something and just have to restart.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right, top Fallout games. Now that you've beaten Fallout 4 twice,
Are we doing this in an order of like
best to worst?
best to
All
worst?
right, let's say a guy comes in your
Oh
house.
god, specialist. The specialist breaks down my front
Let's say
door.
the specialist breaks down your front door. He's got a chainsaw. He says, "I'm going to destroy one of these 3 games. I'm going to scratch another one, and I'm going to leave another one perfectly fine."
Which three?
I mean,
3
I would
New
probably-
Vegas
Well,
and
out of
4?
3 New Vegas and 4.
Well, if he was gonna do that, I'd be like, well, I don't want to buy Fallout 4 again because it's full price. So get rid of the other ones. I can buy them on the deal. I mean, I love New Vegas because I've played it for the past 5 friggin' years.
But haven't you played Fallout 3 for
Yeah,
years before that?
I've played Fallout New Vegas a lot more than 3 though. I'm gonna like I really like Fallout 4 just because it is new and it's refreshing and stuff.
Yeah, I really like the area. It seems like it's more alive. You know, like it's not just like a desert.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the New Vegas desert because it's actually a desert. But 3, I wasn't too crazy about the capital wasteland.
3 because like the interior of the city was like you're locked in these places.
Yeah,
and then when you
couldn't
go
get
in the
out.
wastes, it's just like there's nothing there.
Yeah,
And like so 4 had like a good balance. Plus I like the skyscrapers. Like there's a frame drop obviously, but I mean it's a lot, like you said, more alive and stuff.
I like the ocean too. Is a cool part of it. You can just look out. And I'm a big history guy too. So you got the Old North Church there. You know, you got the Constitution flying around. No spoilers. We're not gonna tell you what happens.
So I guess I'll say I flip flop on this. Maybe I'll say all right, New Vegas favorite, then 3, and then 4. I guess.
God damn it!
I'm sorry.
So don't buy 4, everyone. You've heard it from AlChestBreach himself.
I mean,
and I quote: "4 is horse shit. Boycott it immediately."
I don't know though. Like 4 is a lot of fun, but the others just the dialogue and everything. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see what Obsidian does with
Obsidian, and then also the DLCs. I mean, they could.
There's years and years of DLCs.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta. My guy sounded painful. All right, so this one, this is gonna be hard for you too.
Okay.
Top Fallout mod of all time.
Oh, of all time?
Of all time. We got the computer up here for him.
I got some Molly water on my
He's got Molly water on his hand.
After school special it has. Jeez. So obviously New Vegas Bounties has a special place in my heart because it's the first mod that I reviewed.
Can you
And I love New Vegas Bounties. What do you want me to do? Click on it? Or you want me to explain what it's about? Or
well, I don't know. I would assume everyone knows.
Yeah, New Vegas Bounties is some guy 2000. You basically, you're a bounty hunter, hunt down a bunch of peeps. Nice little story in there. So yeah, obviously New Vegas Bounties is amazing. And then the Rockwell, I think it's either the Pursuit or Descent. The one that has like a submarine, I think it is the Rockwell Pursuit.
Where do you go with the submarine?
You go all the way across America. It's
really
post-apocalyptic America littered with new enemies. A full magnitude of the Rockwell vision. Yeah, you go across. I think you go to a state in the Northeast. It's really cool. It's an awesome, huge mod, and I always say that's like my favorite. So
yeah,
I'll stick with that one.
I always like the big exploration mods.
It's because it's a whole new world and stuff.
Yeah, it's a whole new thing.
A whole new world. That's me clapping.
That's what it sounds like. So what about Fallout 3? Any special mod for that? I know I said Fallout, but
I mean, the one that everyone is always like this. You need to finish it. There's it's the one with the aliens. It's
the DLC or a mod?
No. It's a mod where you jump ship. I think it's something. What the heck is it called? Beta. I'm gonna look it up here.
Mothership Theta is the official DLC, I think. Is that right? I don't know.
Mothership Zeta or something.
But that's the official one. That's not a mod.
Yeah, the modded one is basically like after that happens, one of the factions takes over the ship, and then you like help them.
Oh, so it's like a mod to the DLC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that one is pretty good, and I never finished it because the thing with Fallout 3 mods is they're always
a bunch of bullshit.
No, they're always a little bit. What's the word? They're like free forms. There's a lot of note quests and stuff,
Right.
so it's kind of like more loose. And I usually need stuff that's like, oh, here's what you do this, go here.
There's the Millennium Falcon there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's even a quest. It's just I don't understand.
We're just looking up mods.
But I can't think. I think it's Mothership Zeta or something. The mod. It's one of like. I remember because I went in it. You go to Russia. There's like diplomatic things. You go to Russia, and I got a copyright strike because the Russian national anthem played. And I was like, "Are you serious? Like, really?" So.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Russia's after Al.
Also, I had Abraham Drinkin with me, which is one of my companions in Fallout 3.
Yeah, you love Abraham Drinkin.
Yeah, I love Abraham Drinkin. And like one of those scenes is you give a speech in Rivet City, and a bomb goes off, and like, but then I died, so we went back in time. I was like, Lincoln, tell them, Drinkin, what's going on?
Drinkin' Lincoln.
Drinkin' Lincoln.
All right, so while you're on there,
I'm looking up the other one I was going to say because you asked me about Skyrim, right?
Yeah. I assume you know what's happening. You know what's going to happen.
So they took it down. I don't know where it is.
What if I just didn't ask you? Like, I don't care.
I think they changed it to a different thing, but originally it was called Sexy Maids of Skyrim.
Ooh.
And it's like it's I don't know. It's one of the it's the only Skyrim mod I can even remember because I would always yell at everyone. And there was like there was like a palace of sexy maids, and I'd always call them hussies and shit, and be like, bunch of sluts, like, put some fucking armor on, you're all gonna get murdered. And like, there's like a bunch of romanceable things in it.
AlChestBreach, disrespecting women.
I wasn't disrespecting. They should put on some armor and fucking defend themselves wearing fucking short skirts.
Oh yeah.
That's literally the only Skyrim mod I can even remember. I can't think of any other Skyrim. The last one I played was a puzzle mod by
it's just a puzzle on a table.
Yeah, it's just puzzle you put together. What's his name? Train.
Is it the?
I think it's Train Wiz.
The Hellraiser puzzle box.
It's some Train Wiz. I think is the mod author's name, and he's like he does really. His mods are like very cerebral and a lot of puzzles and stuff, and I just completely hate puzzles. I hate puzzles.
I'm not a fan.
And like it's like finding keys, and like I fucking hate that. But like his mods are very good, or she. I don't know. Train Wiz. I don't know what gender you think of when you hear Train Wiz.
Well, it's a common boy's name.
Common boy's name, Train. What'd you name it? Train Wiz. What'd you name it? That thing that came out of your vagina.
That's what the doctor says. What'd you name it?
In Uzbekistan, a lot of boys are named Train Wiz.
Train Wiz.
It's a common name.
I like it. Okay.
Mr. Train Wiz.
So yeah, Train Wiz. I can't. The Wheels of Lull. That was what it was. It was a good mod. I'm not a fan of puzzles. I don't like puzzles.
Yeah.
Not my thing.
I went crazy with Skyrim on house mods randomly. I don't know why.
There are a lot of good house mods for Skyrim.
Just because I didn't know what to do, and because I started out and I was like a lower level, so like I wanted to do like Moonpath to Elsewhere.
Yes. Okay, that one's a good one.
I still haven't done it because every time I try it, I get killed.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to level up. I think 20 or something they want you to be at. And,
that's about usually it's
and like
20.
every time I try it, I just get killed immediately. I've watched you play it, and it's a really
It's a good mod.
It was really creative with the desert. I don't even know how they made that.
I think there are tigers. Aren't there tigers?
Yeah, there's like tigers and stuff, and like a jungle. And like the thing is, it's such a different climate from Skyrim that it was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
How did they get this sand? I guess they probably just got snow and changed the coloring. Yeah, I figured it out. Never mind, it sucked.
They just turned snow into sand.
They just turned snow into sand.
Bull crap.
I'm like a child, like just realizing that there's no Santa Claus.
Wait, what?
Because I just realized that all the sand was really just snow.
Santa's real, dude.
Oh God, I'm sorry. How real?
Tim hasn't had the Santa Claus is actually real talk yet.
What?
Yeah, when you get to like 25.
Yeah. It kind of keeps it leapfrogs throughout life.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
We're gonna have to have it right now.
Next question.
He becomes real again.
What's the next question? What do we got?
Well, we got favorite miscellaneous Monday games.
I don't even know if I can remember
any of them.
I mean, I'm trying to think. I know there was one that it was more of an indie Sunday. It was a space game. Which is not what you asked for at all. You asked for miscellaneous Monday.
Well, wait a minute. What's
maybe
the
Sims?
Basically anything that's not Fall. All right, let's make two questions out of this. What is your favorite non-Fallout, Skyrim, Bethesda game series that you've done?
I know The Sims was pretty fun. Sims 3 was really fun. I mean, I'm doing Sims 4 now, and that was like a fun one, especially with Sims 3 when you get like the animal packs and everything. You have like a million dogs.
I never played Sims at all.
It's a fun game, but the thing with Sims, when you like recording it, is different from playing it regularly, because like I record it, make jokes and stuff, but when I play The Sims alone, it's like all right, you got to go to work, and then it just gets depressing.
It doesn't sound like it's that
it's
interesting.
Like, oh, this virtual person is doing better than me in life. I don't like this. And then you turn it off, and you're like, I'm hungry. Is someone telling me to go eat? I'm like, what the fuck? So it's a fun game.
I just like turned it on once, one of your videos, and just everything was on fire.
That's the thing. Like,
and you're like, oh god.
I really wish there was burning. Because each Sims, it gets less like dangerous. I guess not really the word, or less. It becomes more rosy. Like Sims 4, like you can't. It's so hard to kill people. Like I installed a mod that just creates more fires.
Dangerous.
Like it's impossible to kill people in The Sims 4. Whereas like Sims 3, they could get killed, but like. It just gets so, like, the next Sims, it's just going to be them in vats.
I thought you meant more dangerous for the player.
No, no.
Like you personally.
I want, like, a real-life Sims. Like, if I could have any game to magically appear, it would be, like, well, maybe not, but this would be my second choice. It would be, like, a realistic Sims. Or, like, you send your kid goes to school, and, like, he gets kidnapped or something, and then he's just gone, and, like, you have to live with that, and, like, horrible things can happen, like, your Sims get hit by cars.
Does it become, like, Taken?
Yeah.
You gotta go
exactly
save your child.
Or no, you can choose, like, go save your child, and, like...
Or just don't?
Yeah, or just don't, and just, like, get insurance money for your kid or something. Like, I wish that, but, like, EA and Access are never gonna, like, it's just gonna get more lovey-dovey, and I don't like that. So I'll say The Sims. Let's go for The Sims.
Alright, and then Miscellaneous Monday, because we're separating.
Oh, well, that would be the Miss Monday, because Sims is, I don't consider that an indie game, but there was an indie game I did, that was like a space battle, and I went between two voices where, like, I may believe I was the command guy in the ship, and then the guy flying the ship was, like, an idiot. And, like, because it was, like, an alpha of the game, so you couldn't really blow up the bigger ships.
Right.
So it was just kind of me flying around. I can't think of the name, but I do remember, like, the people who made it tweeted about me. Or they were like, hey, check out this video by this fucking crazy person. And I was like, oh, thank you very much. And I do like that. That's the one thing about Indie Sunday that's really cool is sometimes the developers reach out and they're like, hey, thanks for playing it. It's like on a smaller scale, so you get to actually interact with the creators.
Yeah, they're desperate people.
You're the first and possibly last person to play this game. Thank you so much.
Please. Thank you so much.
We made it just for you.
This isn't on here, but Slender Man. What are your thoughts on him?
That's scary.
The game.
Scary as balls.
Did you ever do part 2?
No, dude, it's fucking scary.
I remember you were recording with one of your friends.
Matt, I think.
Yeah, and like I just kept looking for part 2, and I was like, "What happened?"
We shit our pants. Is what happened? We fucking died. It's scary. It's not even scary. Like it's just a guy that fucking looks at you. But like
that's pretty scary.
I freak out and like I'm fucking scary, dude.
Well, that's why we have the specialist here.
Yeah, take him down.
Take him down.
Snap his neck. Snack snap.
Snack snap.
Twix bars.
I will smack him. All right.
Yeah, do it.
He's got to snack him. All right. What other YouTube channels do you like?
I watch LGR, which is Lazy Game Reviews. He started out with just Sims reviews. He would like review all the packs and stuff. I watch him. I used to watch a lot of Angry James, Nintendo Nerd.
Yeah.
I kind of get overwhelmed with some of the stuff. Plus, I don't know. I like his older stuff.
Yeah, he kind of branched off into movies and a bunch of stuff.
He does a lot of the. He plays with his friend Mike now.
Yeah,
I'm
not
Monday
a fan
ones.
of Mike.
The thing is like he's good at retro games, but whenever he plays a modern game, they're always like, "How do I do this?" Like they don't understand how to like shoot a gun. And it's like it's just shoot the gun.
It's like I don't get it.
It's like frustrating, and it's funny because like
just shoot the gun.
It's funny because like people say on some of my videos like, Jesus, you fucking suck at finding things. So like I understand like people get frustrated when they watch me.
Yeah,
and like
you kind of suck.
And his audience is like enormous. So like I can't imagine like people like constantly like.
Have you ever like contacted other YouTube people? Is there like a community there?
There is definitely a community. I'm kind of a hermit though.
Oh, so they don't like
people. People usually like I never like send emails to anyone. So like whenever I do stuff with other YouTubers, it's because they've contacted me because I'm a hermit.
Oh, I see how it is.
I'm not very sociable.
Well, they'll send a message and he'll just say you're not on my level yet. And say
delete instantly. My email's just I have an automated process. It just deletes everything.
It deletes everything. Unless there's money involved.
Yes.
They have to bribe you.
Then it's double deleted.
All right.
I don't need your fucking caps.
Caps. Have you ever been sent caps?
Dirty money. I don't. No, I haven't. I wish. Actually, I don't have an address. So there's no.
Well, that makes sense.
It's impossible for people to send it.
He operates from a van.
Yeah, a van on the moon with a bunch of cats.
He's always on the move.
It's
too.
awesome.
What a life.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this question the specialist can also answer.
Yeah,
we're gonna get some.
It's the only question he can answer.
Did you skip one?
No.
Did you skip 11?
No.
Okay.
11's.
You
I did skip it.
You did skip it.
I completely skipped it.
Trying to skimp the viewers on these questions.
I'm trying.
Can the specialist answer this one?
The specialist can answer this one.
Fuck yeah.
But it's the only other one he can answer.
Oh.
After that, he's done. He has to leave.
The gag order goes into place.
Okay.
The gag order, yeah. Best ending in Fallout New Vegas.
I'm going to say... I'm going to go with House because he has a plan to go to another planet.
So you like that because you live on the moon with your van.
Yes.
And you can relate to that.
Exactly. And like I feel that one's the best for humanity because like House has a plan to get us off the planet and for humanity to live and not a fucking shitty shithole where everyone gets fucking murdered and raped and shit. So yeah, I'm going to go with that one. And then I guess second, I'll go the canon NCR one. Which I would imagine that's canon.
Is it?
I would think so.
We don't know yet.
I mean, we don't really know.
Yeah.
Specialist.
Specialist, what do you think?
I think I like the Mr. House ending. I think that would be a good like default ending. Like because it ends and then the NCR and the Legion they just kind of go back to doing their own thing and Mr. House. I think it's a good ending. But probably I think the easiest one would be probably the Yes Man, the sort of neutral ending.
Mm-hmm.
But and then the most interesting. I think the Caesar's Legion is interesting because you play it from a different perspective, and the final battle is kind of reversed, and you sort of get to see everything from the other side. And I think that might be my favorite in terms of how interesting it is. But I think I like Mr. House ending the best though overall.
When you fight the Legion side, do you go the opposite way and go to the dam?
It's completely different because when you're fighting with the NCR every other way, but it's really rough because the NCR, they just drop like flies, and you fight the Legion and they're really tough. And then when you play on the Legion side, I mean, it's almost like the gameplay itself. The NCR just drop and they're so much easier.
Get murdered.
Yeah, they're not very good, but then. I don't remember how it ends.
I say secretly Specialist likes the Legion, but he's just not
No,
saying it.
I like the Legion. I think the Legion are interesting.
He dresses in the
in the garb.
Yeah.
When I first played the game, I was like, oh, I hate the Legion. Then I like NCR, but the more I played it, the more I just didn't like the NCR because of just how incompetent they were, and I didn't. It was a pain doing their missions, and just doing anything for them was a challenge, and I just got sick of it.
It was just too much democracy. You couldn't handle it.
It was just too much. No, I need some brutality.
Brutality. It's understandable.
Yeah.
All right, we got. Where do you want, and a Specialist again can answer, where do you want the next Fallout to take place? I'm assuming it's going to be in the West this time, because that's what Obsidian does, but I mean, I don't really know. And this is your opinion.
I mean, I don't really... I don't know if, like, having another Legion versus NCR one would be that interesting.
Yeah.
But I always think of, like, maybe... And I don't know, you probably can't... Because, like, if you went back to just a completely California one, like the NCR, I would imagine is pretty much pacified everything, so it would just be like, pay your taxes, have a family. Like, it wouldn't be like any danger. So maybe I know
well, unless the Legion won. I mean,
yeah, that is true.
They could make that.
That would be kind of cool if the Legion won and then you're defending like the capital cities of like the NCR. Like, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it would, the House and the Yes Man endings, I would feel like that would be just kind of random because
it would be kind of just like nothing happened.
Yeah, because then you couldn't really do anything. But
maybe like I think they were gonna do it for one of the Fallouts that got canceled, but Texas would be kind of cool. Maybe I think they did do one that was in Texas. I know it wasn't 1 or 2, but it was either Tactics or one of them that was in Texas.
I'm going to answer this question too.
Go for it.
I really think they should do Northwest or somewhere like in the Caribbean, somewhere just completely different, because I liked 4, I liked how it was more alive, but I think it takes place like in the fall because there's like leaves on the ground. And I really thought that would be cool if they were really just like a green setting, you know, sort of like Oblivion. I mean, not that green. That's pretty green, but
there were some green trees in New Vegas.
Yeah, just sort of like the apocalypse where everything, nature's sort of coming back, like that tree guy in 3.
Yeah,
whatever his name. I think that would be just a big juxtaposition. Is that how you say that word?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah. That would be definitely an interesting. I would like that location.
Or what they could do is just take Oblivion and just take out the capital city and then just put Fallout people in there.
I think a good place would be like in like New Orleans. Go down in the swamp.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah,
because Point Lookout was kind of like that a little bit. But I think it'd be neat to have a whole game with it could just have all kinds of different, like the Bayou and the New Orleans. You could have like maybe voodoo stuff involved,
really
and you could have like you could go down in like a riverboat, and there could be a lot of like the water could be more
watery.
Yeah, there could be a lot of like more creatures in the water and like underwater parts, and like traveling by boat could be a big thing, and there could be a lot of scary like swamps and
swamp creatures.
And, more swamp creatures and. I just think that kind of like Louisiana, New Orleans would be a neat place to see for a post-apocalyptic game like that.
Another thing I was thinking of just now is like China. Like, I think that'd be really, really crazy.
It would be really cool. I don't know how they would do it though, because like, would everything just be in English, but like it says you're speaking, like, I guess, or like, would you be, or like, would your pit boy have a translator or something?
I mean, it could just be like I don't know, a guy who happens.
I don't know.
You could just be a guy who happens to be in China,
but I think there'd be a lot of
political issues.
Well,
maybe.
no, I think it'd be hard because there's not a lot of like what makes Fallout would be in it. Like there wouldn't be any vaults, maybe, or maybe there would be, but it would be different.
It wouldn't be a metro. It wouldn't be American retro.
Yeah,
like,
it would be very different.
Like.
And we don't really.
We're not really sure.
But at the same time, that gives the creators, if they do that, like such a, like they can do anything basically.
Yeah, I just think that like the Great Wall of China in post-apocalyptic world would just look awesome.
Yeah.
Or maybe a game where you travel around, like there's different, like there isn't just one hub world. There's like a bunch of smaller areas, and like you're in like an airship or something, and you have to go to different like you go like you go to like New York City, and then you go to London, and then you can go to like Istanbul or something, and you just kind of travel around.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
So Texas was in Brotherhood of Steel. That's the one that was kind of in Texas.
See, yeah, my problem with Texas is it's just like another desert, you know?
Yeah, I think I like it because it has like that cowboy kind of mystique. I mean, I know New Vegas kind of had that, but...
Go to the Alamo.
That's one thing I really liked about New Vegas. It sort of had that Wild West theme to it. So... Now, we're not sure if you can even answer this one. Because you don't really know that much about Elder Scrolls, but it was next Elder Scrolls game to take place.
Well, Texas.
Yes, yeah.
Texas. Moving on.
All right, next question.
Best moment you've ever had in a game? And then we're going to move right along to Bigfoot. That's coming up.
The best moment is pretty, that would have to be, it's a very intense question.
Probably, I mean... one that I can remember is maybe playing like GoldenEye and getting to the very last level, and like, because I remember it was my friend's birthday party, and like I was allowed to play GoldenEye. The thing is, my friends kept letting me play because I was, I guess, the best at it out of everyone that was there, and so we were trying to beat it, and then like I just remember everyone like screaming when we finally beat it, and it was like everyone was like, "Yeah, we fucking did!" Like we landed on the moon or some shit. Like, we fucking did it! Oh my god!
Everyone's like sitting around all these computers trying to figure it out.
Yeah. There's just one guy. He just starts crying.
Oh, you're looking at the
the map of Skyrim. I don't see Texas here.
it's
the map of the Elder Scrolls. Tamriel.
Maybe I'll give you a quick rundown. I think you already.
We go through it if you want. Somerset Isles.
Yeah, Somerset Isles. That's where the elves are.
It's like the Bahamas.
So it's like the Bahamas, I guess.
Valenwood
is another forest. Ellsworth is like a jungle / desert.
They're doing a mod. Or is that the one that we talked about before?
Yeah, Moonpath to Ellsworth.
Yeah.
In Ellsworth. Not sure if you could put two and two together.
Black Marsh.
Black Marsh is just a marsh, I guess. They haven't really been there.
So that's like the Mississippi.
Yeah.
Morrowind is
Morrowind also, pretty swampy. And then Vardenfall is where the island is where Morrowind takes place.
Oh, okay.
And so mainland Morrowind and Elder Scrolls Online, you go there. But a lot of these places you do actually end up going to in Elder Scrolls Online.
Isn't there another continent that no one knows about?
Yeah, I forget what it's called though.
I'll go there.
No, you ain't going there.
I mean, that's my favorite thing.
It's called America.
It's called America. Hammerfell is like a desert, and there's like a lot
I'll go to Hammerfell.
There's like black people there.
Or is any of the...
It's like the Middle East, sort of.
Okay.
And then the High Rock is sort of just like another like high fantasy.
I want to meet Jesus there in Hammerfell.
Hammerfell Jesus.
I want to take care of Jesus. Be great.
Yeah, it's the whole game.
I'll do it.
Wasn't there an island that like there was like One of the Oblivion expansions was on an island somewhere.
No, that was a different realm. Oh no.
No.
No. Just no.
All right.
Oh wait, there's something.
Planet Nern. That's the name.
Nern.
Fucking Nerns.
There's all that stuff.
Tashashki. Tangmo.
What is it? That's a continent. It's called something.
Rapotum.
I don't know what it's called. The thing is, I think with Elder Scrolls Online, they're just gonna explore those areas through that game.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know. I hope they come out with a 6, but they were like, we don't want to just skip back and forth between Fallout and Elder Scrolls, and it's
that's what they've been doing.
It's that's what we want you to do, though.
Yeah, that's what. So fucking do it.
Yeah, just do it. You don't have to answer this last one, but this is a little controversial.
Okay.
How do we defeat ISIS?
Oh boy. Go find Jesus in the Black Isles, Black Rock, whatever that place is called, and bring him back.
That's it.
Bring him back and we'll shoot lightning out of his arms. It's gonna be great.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
You guys want to take a break, or do you want to just go straight into Bigfoot?
I don't care. What do you want to do?
Specialist. Can you handle it?
You're
the one who has to deal with the security.
Whatever you think has to be done.
We will be playing Bigfoot sounds, so security might become an issue.
I hope not.
If one of the Bigfoots outside hear us, they might
there's like
if one of the many Bigfoots hiding out the windows.
We're surrounded by Bigfoots actually right now.
They're just staring at us.
Yeah. Do you guys want to read each one of these Bigfoot theories? I figured
we could switch.
We just pass it around.
Do you want to start or should I start?
Like the marijuana. All right, yeah.
Yes.
You can do 10.
Well, should we say where you got them from?
Oh yeah, it's a list verse.
Okay, listverse.com. And then we'll put a link somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, in the show notes. This is the top 10 weirdest theories of what Bigfoot is.
So number 10 is Bigfoot is a giant ground sloth. Possibly he's actually an extinct ground sloth that evolved to look like an ape. Thylacine.
Oh, wait a second.
What?
Hold on.
Are we gonna do some sounds?
No, we got to. I forgot that these are my notes.
Oh, those are your notes?
It didn't actually say thylacine in the article. Hold on. I'm gonna bring up the actual.
Do it.
Let me bring up the actual article. But basically, Bigfoot ground sloth, what I was saying was the thylacine. Do you know about the thylacine?
No.
Are you aware of the thylacine?
I'm not aware of
it. It was like the Tasmanian tiger?
Yeah, it's this marsupial that evolved to look like a wolf, but it's like a marsupial. So it's pretty interesting. And I guess that's what his theory is. It's just a ground sloth that happens to look like a monkey
in order to survive.
I don't really.
Your vote's not behind that.
My vote's not for that one.
Theory.
Yeah, the specialist is outside making sure we're safe at this moment.
That's what that knocking is.
Uh-oh.
He's knocking wooden beams.
Well, while I look for this, let's put some Bigfoot sounds on. Why not? Bigfoot screams. Here we go.
What's this from?
Mississippi Sound, it's called. Sounds like dogs.
There were dogs in the band.
That was all.
That was
it.
The Sierra growl.
It sounded like someone shaking a big baby.
Yeah. This one's from I don't know how you say that.
Puyallup,
Washington.
Puyallup.
1973.
You boys do your Puyallups this morning.
All right. Oh God, they're coming in. So pissed. Why? What is that?
Snohomish County, Washington.
Oh, Snohomish County, Washington.
1978. That was that one.
That one kind of sounds like an air raid siren or something.
Yeah, you know what always gets me about these Bigfoot noises?
What?
There's the show Finding Bigfoot, right? Where they go out in the woods and do Bigfoot noises. And like, what if that's what we're hearing? Like other people trying to attract Bigfoots. Sounds like some kind of like. I don't know.
It's a wolf making a house.
It's a wolf making a house. Florida howls. This is Florida Man. That was it. God, he's pissed. Sounds like a kid having a temper tantrum. Sounded kind of monkey-ish.
Yeah.
I didn't like hear anything.
I think it was like
And yeah, I didn't get much out of that. Snohomish, Washington again. I feel like that could be some kind of bird or something.
Yeah, that does sound like a bird. I mean, yeah.
That'd be a loud bird.
I mean, we don't know how far away he is, though, when he recorded that. So he could be, like, right next to it. Oh, we didn't have the other one.
Is there one more?
Nah, I had another website. Oh, well. Here we go. 10 utterly bizarre Bigfoot theories.
Alright, so am I reading this?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you have to read the whole thing?
Nah, you can just paraphrase.
Alright, so this is the Bigfoot is actually a ground sloth. It says this theory may not be based on evidence, but is based on lack of evidence.
Oh shit. There they are.
What the fuck?
What the fuck just happened? Specialists, get out there.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Alright, I guess it auto-played.
That was like the best one, too.
For example, sloths have internal testicles. And like to drink water out of cups.
Molly, specialists, get on this. Holy crap.
Well, the ground sloths, they were supposed to live in in like Patagonia, or in like in Argentina, and that they went extinct like not really that long ago, supposedly. I've seen the fossils of them in the museum. They're pretty big, but they're not really shaped. They're not really human shaped.
He looks more like a monkey. I mean, why would he? Wouldn't he have big sloth arms?
They have huge they
got the claw
huge
things,
claws.
right?
Yeah, it's really weird. They're really strange looking, but they don't
God,
look like
Molly
Bigfoot.
wants to get on. Oh geez, Molly like walks around like she's drunk half the time.
So it says, for example, sloths have internal testicles. No one has reported seeing Bigfoot's balls. Uncanny, eh? I mean, like, I can't tell the difference. I mean, I can because, like, you tell a boy deer.
You can tell a boy from a girl.
A boy deer has, like, antlers, right? And a girl deer doesn't, but like I don't look for the testicles.
Well, you're not gonna. I mean, if Bigfoot's walking around,
you're not gonna be looking at his nuts.
Yeah, you see it from a distance. You're not gonna say, "Oh, well, he's got big."
Where
big
those
testicles.
nuts? Where those big nuts? I want to see them.
Show me them nuts, Bigfoot.
Similarly, sloths digest food slowly. Might take anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks for food to pass through a sloth's guts. Perhaps that's why we've never found the remains of a Bigfoot meal, since he has a sloth gut. Bigfoot can go weeks
He
without
got
food.
big old sloth gut.
So are they saying like he doesn't poop for a long time?
I mean, like he would eventually have to poop. Are they saying sloths don't poop? Is that what they're saying?
I guess they don't. I don't know, not a lot.
We can skip the rest.
You don't want to do the.
Yeah, whatever. It just says.
It says Bigfoot moves slow, but not really.
Like the Patterson Gimlin film that everyone's seen. Like
he walks. Like
he's
that's
not going that slow.
Sloths, the giant sloth.
See, does this look like a sloth to us? I don't think so. He looks like either a Bigfoot or a guy in a Bigfoot suit. And
he's like strolling.
He's like strutting his stuff.
Sloths, I think they have do they have tails?
They look happy.
The giants, I don't know.
Sloths look really.
Well,
happy.
giant sloths are different. They have like an armored.
Oh, here we go. He's steadying it now. You've
like
seen
an armored
this before,
shell.
right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Everyone's seen this. This is just the Patterson.
Looks back, right?
Yeah, it's just the Patterson Gimlin film.
Look up giant.
I can sort of see how you think that maybe he's got like sloth
claws.
Because
he's kind of the gait and like his arms.
Look up the giant sloth.
Boy, it'd be helpful if this camera wasn't in the way.
There's not a camera.
Oh shit! They found out that I'm filming them secretly. All right, so yeah.
Number 9.
Should I do it?
You did it, and then Patrick.
I think I'm gonna pass this along. I think that was the only note I actually had. Anytime it's a dash like this, that's a note, and you don't have to read that. Disease almost wiped them out. When Europeans came to the New World, they brought along all their viruses. They said, "Come on, viruses, let's go."
Started sneezing on everyone.
Just started sneezing. Some researchers believe over 2 million Native Americans lost their lives to foreign disease, and according to one theory, the same thing might have happened to Bigfoot. The Sasquatch immune system just couldn't cope.
It was 20 million, not 2 million.
What did I say?
You said 2 million. It says 20 million.
Oh, 20 million, guys. All right. The Sasquatch immune system just couldn't cope. In addition to the viruses, humans were also packing weapons and kicked the Bigfoot people out of their territory, forcing them to retreat deep into the woods. And I wrote as a note, there's like not, I don't really know that many stories of colonists fighting Bigfoots.
Well, also like a lot of the Native American Bigfoot stories, they don't say like, oh, there was a huge population of Bigfoot. It's more like it's the same thing. Where like, oh, we saw a Bigfoot somewhere, or we saw this like, wild man. It's not. They don't imply ever that there's a huge population of them.
Yeah, all the Native American Bigfoot lore is like he's just a gentle giant in the forest. It's not that they're. Oh, we lived with like 1 million of his population.
We had a city of.
We just
Bigfoot.
had a city
the
of
Bigfoot
Bigfoot.
City. There's the Great Bigfoot Wars.
Yeah, like we didn't hear about that. So we're gonna move on to the specialist now.
To number 8.
Number 8
is that Bigfoot hides underground.
He's a vault dweller.
Bigfoot could hide in caves and cover huge sections of forest by running through underground tunnels. If he gets hungry, Bigfoot could just snack on creepy crawlies and fish that live in subterranean rivers. Also, Bigfoot can see in the dark. Dr. Richard Boylan says that the Bigfoot people, along with giants, elves, and leprechauns, hide underground to escape mankind's insanity. Ever since humans nuked Atlantis, these inner-earth people have been camping out in tunnels, wearing red-orangey suits, and occasionally colonizing other planets.
I wrote down why occasionally. Why would you live underground if you had a whole planet?
Because there's so many of us. I mean, if we found out about those sweet underground tunnels, we start blowing them up.
My point is, why wouldn't they move on to another? You get a whole planet, so why even stay on this planet?
That's connected to a lot of like the
Atlantis myths, and
also like the Hollow Earth theories, and that there's a lot of different things underground, and it's not. It's kind of just they're kind of just throwing Bigfoot in there and saying, well, Bigfoot too. Although I guess it's possible that there could be like a cave, or like maybe Bigfoot lives in caves. I don't know.
So is it saying they're wearing red and white,
red and orangey suits? I guess.
I don't know.
So they are vault dwellers.
I don't know what that.
Those are vault suits.
No, they got blue and yellow suits.
Oh yeah,
red
it's
and orange.
the Sasquatch. It's got to be different.
Yeah, they have different colors.
They got to be different.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, that one's pretty out. Anytime you're like, well, ever since the humans nuked Atlantis,
yeah, like that one is like
it's just thrown in there, like everybody knows.
That was never that. I mean, Atlantis wasn't supposed to be nuked. It was it was flooded.
Yeah,
flooded.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Come on, guys, get your history.
These people need to get it together.
Atlantis.
Dummies.
I guess he's saying Atlantis was nuked and that was some kind of... He's probably doing one of those ancient alien things, but...
I don't know.
All right, we're going back to...
So just read this part?
Yeah, just read that part.
All right, invisibility. Some post Bigfoot can vibrate his body at such high speeds that it distorts the light around him, causing him to appear invisible. Others claim his translucent hair reflects light like a mirror. Coupled with dark skin, these reflective hairs blend Bigfoot into the scenery like a special ops sniper or a specialist. I mean, this one,
So, like, he just has the shakes? Is that what happens?
I think it's like on a molecular level or something. So it's like, I mean, I guess that one could be, or like at least one of the things, because there always sightings where like they saw him and then like they looked out and he was gone. It was like shit like that.
And they're saying like that's why he's blurry, I guess, because he's like shaking at a molecular level. I guess.
I mean, I feel the blurriness is usually just because people can't focus, like because you're afraid if like you see Bigfoot. So like,
I mean, I understand the whole like you can't get a clear, like the Patterson Gimlin film we just watched. He did get sort of a clear shot after running.
Yeah.
But like, you know, you've never seen a Bigfoot, so you're gonna be freaked out. You're
Exactly,
like, holy shit, and like you're also wondering, is he gonna kill me? So like, there's a lot of factors in there. I think that's just putting crazy pseudoscience when it's, you know, if Bigfoot's real, more conventional things, you know.
Well, that's more of like Bigfoot is like
that.
It's maybe like an interdimensional creature, something that's not just like a big ape. It's sort of saying, I don't know. I don't really know what that would be. It'd be something different.
Talking about.
that you can travel through the universe.
Yeah, I'm already my Bigfoot thoughts are already beyond yours.
Just so you know, the specialist is right now guarding the house from Bigfoot.
Yeah, so you got all the
if he's not like all there, that's what's going on. He's really flipping the shit because, as you heard that scream, there's a Bigfoot nearby. All right, number 6, we got the biblical Bigfoot.
Where he was Jesus.
We got Bigfoot Jesus. Few folks think Cain's descendants roam the forests of North America today. Condemned to live apart from the rest of society, they grew long hair and morphed into terrible beasts. Taking the theory even further, some Mormons point to the tale of the Apostle David W. Patton. It's strange that it's Patton, whereas Patterson Gimlin film. You see the connection there?
No.
The peas.
The peas.
The peas and the teas.
The Bigfoot peas. Says, according to legend, it was a fine day in 1835, and Patton was riding down a Tennessee road when a tall, shaggy man stepped out from the woods. As the tale goes, Patton believed the creature was Cain himself, and they spent the next few hours chatting about spiritual matters. How did that conversation go? You know, from just seeing a tall, hairy guy to just like, and it says like he just sort of assumed it was Cain. He just believed it was Cain, and they just started talking spiritual matters. And also, I got down here the part in Genesis 6:4, and that says there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bore children to them, and the same mighty men which were of old men of renown, and that means giants. So that's sort of connecting the whole Nephilim and giants and, you know, Bigfoot. That's been around for a while.
Well, I think it's interesting because there's a lot of people who say that Bigfoot is like an intelligent creature that you can. He's not just like a big monkey that you can actually talk to him, and that he's smart enough that he's just as smart as a person, that you can have a conversation with him, and that they're kind of this like wild men type of creatures, but they're not completely animals. They're just like their own separate kind of people.
The specialist, you're a Mormon, so maybe you can communicate.
I can actually. I can communicate.
He has the powers.
I talk with Bigfoot a lot actually, but
that's what happens when you become Mormon.
They tell me things.
You can speak to
spiritual
Bigfoot.
matters. But there was a woman. What was that story? There's a woman who lived near
Bigfoot.
No,
and it was like
there was a woman who she said that there was like a bunch of Bigfoots that lived near her house, and that they would like come up to her and talk to her. And she would talk to them, and like she would give them food sometimes, and that they kind of lived near her house. But she said that like they were shy and they didn't want to like come and see anyone else, and there was like a family of them that she talked to. I don't know.
All right, we got the psychic Bigfoot. That's the specialist.
Okay. Linda Jo Martin, a self-proclaimed telepath. Martin believes Bigfoots pick up on the vibes of people going through the woods. If it senses a cameraman or scientist coming its way, the Bigfoot will disappear. Bigfoot can slip in and out of various dimensions. Whenever it needs to escape, Bigfoot telepath telling people to stop polluting the planet. Those notes are very unusually written.
He's like an environmentalist, where he's like, stop throwing your litter on the ground, damn it.
Stop it. Just stop.
Wait, so that was kind of, because the specialist was talking about interdimensional travel before.
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh, where are we down? Oh, there's biblical Bigfoot.
So wait, that was the Bigfoot
psychic.
That was the psychic one.
Yeah, that was number 5.
I mean, we're all these, or not all of these, but a number of these are giving him like supernatural powers.
Well, I mean, you got to remember these are the craziest theories.
That's true. That is
so.
Yeah, the utterly bizarre. That's literally the list.
That's literally what it's called.
I find it funny that he's like, stop polluting. Like, he goes into your mind.
He goes into your mind.
And he tells you to stop. Put your trash in a garbage pan.
He's like, come on. Just do it.
Use a recycling bin next time.
Yeah. Like, why does he have to go into your mind to do that?
And so does he, like, I guess that goes back to the speaking thing. I guess he does, like, he can converse with you, but, like, I wonder if he does, like, words, like, he talk to you, or does he just give you, like, a feeling, like, stop throwing shit on the floor?
Just get a fuzzy feeling.
Clean up after your dog.
Clean up.
Shits.
Hey, dog shit is biodegradable.
Exactly.
So he shouldn't really care.
Yeah, no, he shouldn't.
Because where's his poop going?
Come on. He probably, I mean, I don't think they've ever found any Bigfoot poop, so he probably carries the bag around, maybe, and just shits in it.
He just shits in a bag.
Or shits in another universe. He transports to a shit universe, shits, and comes back.
That poor universe.
It's just covered with shit.
All right, we got you for number 4.
Bigfoot is a troll. According to the theory, as I burp, trolls are 9% mental and 10% physical, meaning they mostly exist in our imagination. In reality, a troll is more of a vibration than an actual being. In fact, it exists partly in our world and partly in another. And since trolls aren't totally physically here on Earth, they show up quite blurry in Bigfoot photos. If you were to find any concrete proof of Bigfoot's existence, it'd turn into a stone or piece of straw the very next day. Finally, the most compelling piece of evidence is that Bigfoot tracks often disappear into thin air.
Why is Molly breathing?
In general?
Why are you breathing, Molly?
Alright, so Bigfoot's a troll, 90% mental and 10% physical.
I don't know what that means, but...
It's getting hot.
Yeah, I think you gotta move her.
An ethereal...
Well, in like Scandinavian mythology, trolls, they turn to stone if they see, like, if they're out in the light, so maybe... From daylight, so maybe the Bigfoots have to hide because of that?
I don't...
So they don't see them a lot because they're always... I don't know, trying to get away. Are you okay, Molly?
The tree just couldn't handle the troll.
I think she is really hot. She feels
she
really
just
hot.
gets hot. That's what the min pins do. They go in their blankets and get super hot. All right, so number 3.
This one is my favorite just because it's ridiculous and amazing at the same time.
All right. We got Bigfoot is a SWAT team target. It says, since Sasquatch isn't listed as a protected animal, hunters can shoot at Bigfoot anytime they want, so long as they can actually find one. California, on the other hand, is a bit stricter when it comes to cryptid killing, claiming they'd provide protection for the legendary beast if it actually exists. According to unrevealed sources, the U.S. has assembled a special Sasquatch SWAT team that's sent to deal with the problem monsters. If a Bigfoot gets too close to human area or starts attacking people, he's going to end up in a body bag. So the idea is that when Bigfoot gets close to you, they send out a SWAT team to just kill him.
I think my favorite part is there's like a government organization whose sole purpose is to either track and like kill Sasquatches, and like that's like so.
That's what they do.
X-Filesy or something like.
Yeah.
And like, how would like you'd probably be part of the CIA or something, FBI, and like, hey, we got this assignment. about like, do you believe in cryptids? And be like, what? And it's like, yeah, we're gonna fight. We're gonna kill Sasquatch.
He's like, I'm just trying to feed my family.
Trying to feed my family.
Bigfoot doesn't seem like that dangerous to warrant like
yeah,
an
like
entire...
he's not going in cities and knocking
who's
shit
he?
down.
Yeah,
he's killing like people in the forest. Maybe.
like it says he attacks, but like,
how would they know if like he attack? Like
how
they
many
get
people?
Reports?
How many reported Bigfoot attacks are there? There aren't that many.
How would they shush up like the people who like were like, I got attacked?
Well, that's that kind of what was his name there? Who did the David Paulides kind of?
Yeah,
he wrote about like missing people that he didn't say it was Bigfoot, but he's
like, I'm not saying it's Bigfoot.
Yeah, but
like
all
Bigfoot.
Well, yeah, I mean, it could. There was the one story where there was a man in the forest running through, who had like some kid went missing, and they saw a man carrying a child on his back, like running around or something.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And they said that it was like a hairy wild man. So like maybe Bigfoot is kidnapping people. Maybe that's what they have to stop.
We can only hope.
I don't know.
All right, we got number 2, the specialist.
Bigfoot and E.T. According to Lyle Van, aliens need gold and other precious metals to power their spacecraft. However, Martians are sadly lacking in the muscle department, so it's difficult for them to haul all that gold. They have Bigfoot do the heavy lifting instead. And also, there's Bigfoots are alien robot suits they use to travel the forest.
So E.T. gets in this alien robot suit, and he just travels around. That's what they're saying.
I feel like if you were an advanced species, you would design your fucking big... Well, maybe it's to scare people. Your fucking big... Your big man suit to be like... You would make it like to just look like a big guy. So like people would be like, oh shit, what is that thing? But at the same time, I guess if it's a Bigfoot, like it's kind of like... It's close enough where it's like, okay, it's a big ape maybe, but it's scary enough where it's like, I'm not going near that. So like...
I guess so people don't talk to it.
Yeah.
Like if it's a big guy suit,
Might be like, I need some help with this.
And you'd be like, alien suit.
So are
then
they...
he would just take off with his rocket boots.
Are they using the Bigfoot suits to get the gold?
They're like bulldozers, basically.
They're using Bigfoot suits to get gold. That's sort of like that Zachariah Sitchin thing, which I talked about in the last show. I went on a rant about how ridiculous the aliens need gold thing is, and this is just taking it to an even more ridiculous level with Bigfoot suits. So we got the number.
But like how does they dig up the gold? The Bigfoots dig up the gold?
I guess. I guess they do it with their bare hands. Then
is that why the SWAT team is after them? Because they
want the gold.
They keep stealing all the gold. Neil deGrasse Tyson fully backs this theory. No, I'm just kidding.
These suits allow aliens to spy on humans, but they're also pleasure vehicles.
Ooh!
Allowing E.T. to unwind from the galactic grind and run around in the forest dressed like a monkey. Oh my god.
Gosh.
What the fuck? See, I think that's way more ridiculous than the number 1.
Number 1 seems like it kind of
number
goes to
1
number
seems
10.
Like number 1 seems like the sanest one.
Do you want to read number 1 since it's the last one?
No, you're the guest.
All right. Bigfoot is part human, part lemur. Texas veterinarian Melba Ketchum has known of the creature's crazy origins for some time. With the help of enthusiasts around the country, Ketchum collected a wide variety of hair, blood, spit, and semen. Just kidding.
Ooh,
Skin. Of course, nobody actually saw where these hair and toenails came from, but when in doubt, blame it on Bigfoot. After gathering enough evidence, Ketchum ran a DNA analysis on her samples. Much to her surprise, she discovered the mitochondrial DNA was human, but the nuclear DNA belonged to an unknown hominid. Ketchum theorized that around 15,000 years ago, a now extinct giant lemur mated with a female human. The result was Bigfoot. Rejected by every scientist.
Yeah, she wrote a, let's see.
A book? De novo?
She had like a journal specifically made just to tell people this, and scientists are like, that doesn't count as peer review. That's your journal telling us.
You made this.
Specifically. How great is it if she did find Bigfoot since her name is Ketchum?
That's what I was thinking. Like,
yeah.
Ash Ketchum. She's the Bigfoot catcher. The opposite of Ash Ketchum.
How's that? The opposite.
Pokemon.
That's the direct opposite.
Instead of Pokemon, it's Bigfoot.
It's a Bigfoot.
What? So what? The now
A lady
extinct
had
giant
sex
lemur.
with a lemur,
That's what happened, Patrick.
and then from there, Bigfoot evolved.
Mm-hmm.
Is it an extinct giant lemur that like actually existed that we know of?
A now extinct giant lemur, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
But at the same, like, even if it's a different, you can't make a baby with a lemur now.
Yeah, I don't
and you can't make a baby with a chimp or an ape, right?
No.
So like,
You can make a baby with a lemur, though.
a lemur's even further away than a chimp or an ape. So
Yeah.
like, no,
Why lemur? It's kind of a.
because lemurs are sexy.
Well, I don't
Sexy
know.
lemurs.
Is this what we learned today? The lemurs are
I'd
sexy?
lemurs
I'd
are
much
sexy.
rather have sex with a lemur.
Oh God.
I'm just putting it out.
Is this
there.
another topic for discussion for a new
This is
podcast?
yeah. Okay, no,
about
we
lemurs?
got one more question for AlChestBreach.
All right.
Lemur or monkey
For like what?
or Bigfoot?
What are we doing?
Just answer the question.
You're going out for dinner.
I'm gonna go lemur.
I think lemurs look cooler.
Plus, wouldn't a monkey kill me?
Monkeys are they're
Monkeys like rip people's faces.
Well, I think it's like that's like the
chimp.
chimpanzee.
Well, they all do that.
Some. What about those like little cute monkeys that like they have organ
They're
grinders?
okay, but I mean they can handle knives, so
Well,
I don't trust
a
that.
lot of monkeys are really small though. They're very mischievous though.
having a helper monkey would scare the shit out of me. I'd be like, he's gonna kill me eventually. I know
Gonna stab me in my
He's
sleep.
gonna do it. I know he's gonna do it.
He's gonna build a bomb in the basement.
Yeah, I'm going lemur.
Yeah. What do you think, specialist? I'm going lemur too.
For what? Just like what do I like?
That's what
the
I
best?
said, but he didn't say. He just said pick, so I went with lemur because I don't know what we're doing.
Just
Well,
pick it.
I don't know. People have pet lemurs, don't they? Maybe.
I would imagine.
Well,
Wait a second.
There's like sugar gliders.
the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, the sugar glider. It's like
Oh, the little I know
whatever
what you
they
mean.
call that. I think they sell those.
So, all right. Do we want to look for more sound or just call it a night?
I think the sounds are kind of hard to find. We were looking
Yeah.
before for them. We couldn't really find anything solid.
Yeah.
Or at least a lot of the videos are like some guy talking for 15
He's
minutes.
like, this is what happened.
And
I
it's
was
like
in the Bigfoot.
15 seconds of like crickets and then 1 second of like something.
Just a little baby crying. So, Bigfoot, what do you guys think? General thoughts. Wrapping up the Bigfoot topic.
I mean, these
Once
are.
and for all.
I'm definitely for SWAT team. I'll say that much. SWAT team and the poop universe. Those two I'm definitely for. I mean, it's possible there's some type of Bigfoot creature that's very sparse, that lives long, and hides like crazy. I don't think any of these. I don't think he's transporting in different dimensions or has invisibility, Harry Potter cloaks, or anything. I mean, it's possible there is
It's possible.
some
isn't it?
type of creature out there that we don't know about, but none of these. I wish there was a poop universe. That's all I wish for.
I don't know. I think unless we actually find Bigfoot, I think the speculation is just gonna go. I think that's the reason why there's so many theories, because we know so little about about it. Like, we don't know if it's real, if it's not real, where it is, what it's all about. That people are just gonna keep coming up with more ideas, and it's just gonna keep going like that. And until we actually, if we ever do, until we figure out what it really is, it's just gonna. Everyone's gonna have their own theory.
Problem is, you're never like gonna not find Bigfoot. Let me rephrase that.
Eventually, you'll find.
Everywhere you look, you're gonna find Bigfoot.
He's there.
Well, the thing is, you can never definitely say we know for a fact there's no unknown animal out there, unless you deforest the entire world or something crazy.
I think it'd be cool if you had like a thing where you got like a million drones and you just sent them in the woods just looking like nonstop for like
might as well.
months.
What if you find a bunch of like stuff that's even weirder than Bigfoot?
That'd be awesome.
And then
Oh, God.
I don't know. Who knows?
There's like elves making crystal meth.
Burn it. Burn all of it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, what it really is that Tim, he just wants to burn down all the
He
forests.
just wants to kill all the trees.
I just want to burn down.
And
he's
gonna use that as an excuse.
It's my excuse. Thanks for listening, everybody. This is AlChestBreach.
Thank you for having me.
Or Albert ChestBreach.
Rejected by every scientist. That's what happened to me. Rejected by every scientist.
Well, might do another episode why AlChestBreach is here. Why not?
Well, I'm here
just to get my podcast going.
Do it.
I got one episode. I'm still editing it. We talk about a lot of things.
Which would be out before this, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I guess it will be. So why am I bother telling you? You already. Well, I assume AlChestBreach fans would.
Unless you skip to this episode, yeah. Okay.
I assume, yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
All right, that makes sense.
We talked about a lot of things.
Like what? Give two examples.
Oh, Jesus Christ! We talked about elves in Iceland and how they're stopping construction projects. We talked about. I had a rant about ancient aliens and Zachariah Sitchin, which sort of ties into all this. You know, just sort of interesting articles we were reading.
I like it.
So, anything else, specialist? You gotta get back to work, don't you?
Yeah, I have to go check the perimeter.
Yeah, he's got to check the perimeter because we're in danger here still. So, all right, we'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Love you.
Love you. Kisses.